The FA Cup semi-finals are set and ready. It's going to be Nottingham Forest against Manchester City, Crystal Palace against Aston Villa. Let me know who will win this FA Cup, the final, who is going to win it. Who do you want to see win it? You know, like your personal choice. You can also talk about Forest and City, who's going to win that game, and also Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. For me, what I want to see, underdogs. I want Forest and Crystal Palace to be in the final because I think people are sick and tired of, like every single season, the same teams. Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United. I think it's time. It's time to do the Leicester. If you know, you know. The Leicester just means unexpected. The way Leicester went to win the Premier League that season. Once in a while, you need completely different teams to do it. For me, it's going to be Nottingham Forest against Crystal Palace in the end. And I think Forest are going to win it. Yeah, because remember, Aston Villa still in the Champions League. We don't know how far they're going to be. And to beat, you know, Forest is absolutely nightmare this season. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment down below. This video is about some random topics. So stay tuned until the end and you won't be disappointed. Okay, so let's now laugh a little bit before we get to the nitty-gritty, right? Did you see the game the other night between Inter Miami and New York City? And this guy here was pushing Messi, making life very difficult for Messi. This is what I want to see more in the MLS, because people are pretty much rolling the red carpet for Messi. Messi don't need you to roll the red carpet. He is going to find a way, no matter how hard you are. Messi is Messi. What I've seen here in the MLS is a shame. Like players from the opposition team, they will bring their wives, they will bring their kid, their grandparents to meet Messi. There is a queue every single game after the game so Messi can sign, autograph and take pictures. Do you think that those players have the courage to do this to Messi? You know, put a tackle. You don't want to be in the wrong side of history, right? You don't want to injure Messi. You don't want the social media to get on you. So people don't really play hard against Messi. He's getting all the space in the world that he wants because nobody want to touch him. It's Messi. I don't want to be in the wrong side of history. I don't want to get him injured and all that. This is what you need. And I'm so happy that this happened. He didn't injure anybody. He didn't do it on purpose. But if you respect Messi, you have to play hard. Respecting your position is playing as hard as you can. You respect football, right? Anyways, let's move on very quickly and talk about women football. Chelsea dropped 2 points today in the London derby. It was between Chelsea, of course, and the Hammers. West Ham United 2-2 in the end, but you have to understand that Chelsea are very, very tired after a series of games, 4 games in a row against the same team after 3 days, after 3 days, after 3 days against Manchester City in the final of the League Cup, and then they play them again in the Champions League first leg, and then they played them again, the same team, after 3 days in the Women's Super League. And then the last time they played them was like 3 days ago or 2 days ago. Yeah, it was on Thursday. You know, literally less than 3 days. And then they played them in in the second leg of the Champions League. Chelsea women are absolutely tired, and you can understand why they are dropping some point here and there. They're still unbeaten this season, by the way, in the Women's Super League, and they're still on top of the league with 48 points. They have a chance to win it, and I think they are going to win it and probably win the quadruple, because they're still in every competition. The FA Cup, the Women's Super League, and they already won the League Cup, and they have a chance to win the Women's Champions League. So it's just a bump in the road, nothing really serious here for Chelsea women. Let's now move on and talk about this news. La bomba from David Ornstein. He said that Arsenal have a strong interest in signing Viktor Gyokeres this summer. David Ornstein, the man himself, is confirming it. And he said, the new sporting director, Andrea Berta, is said to be a huge admirer. Wow. So this guy is already putting his stamp at Arsenal. I'm not very sure if Arsenal need Gyokeres, but this is just my opinion. It has nothing to do with anybody else. He's 26 years old, very, very good. He's a killer in the Portuguese league. He didn't make it in the Premier League, but it doesn't mean that he's not going to make it in the Premier League the second time. He's older, he's better, he's on his prime, he can do the job. The problem is, Arsenal need a presence in the box. Somebody who is good with his head. Somebody who is like Haaland, Drogba, when you need a goal and your position is too low, you need that physical presence that will bail you out. But Arteta looks like he prefers this kind of profile that you can drop and you can dribble and you can link up and get into the box. So they're still using... I'm talking about they here is like Arteta and Maresca still using Pep Guardiola edition of like 2009. They don't really like a proper striker. They want you to do pretty much everything, right? But Pep Guardiola already is in the next level. He understood that, listen, man, Haaland is going to win me the Champions League. And the same year that he signed Haaland, he won the Champions League. So sometimes you need a different profile. You need to take away your philosophy and use common sense. But regardless, if Arsenal go for this guy, he's going to score a lot of goals in the Premier League. And let's wait and see what's going to happen. So Andrea Berta was confirmed this morning by Arsenal to replace Edu, who left his post a few months ago. So it looks like the guy is already working very hard to get Arsenal the players that they need very, very fast. So it's going to be interesting to see. Moving on, let's go talk about Liverpool. Liverpool are trying to sell Darwin Núñez to Saudi Arabia this coming summer. And they want to recover some of the money that they spent. Remember, they spent more than the package because of bonuses could reach like 100 million. But because how poor he's been at Liverpool, I don't think he's going to reach the entire package. It's going to be very difficult for Liverpool to get even 60 million on this brother. But let's wait and see what is going to happen. How much do you think Darwin Núñez costs in today's market? Another striker. Matheus Cunha gave an interview and said that I've made it clear that I need to take the next step. I want to fight for titles. Pretty much saying, hey, Arsenal, I'm here. Liverpool, I'm here. Manchester City, I'm here. Barcelona, I'm here. I want to go somewhere where I can be challenging for titles. Very, very good player, having an amazing season, but he needs to fix his attitude on the pitch because he's always frustrated. He want to beat people physically. If you put a tackle on him, he doesn't forget. He will pay you back at some point. Now he's serving like 3 games suspension because of a stupid red card. But other than that, a very, very good player. Where do you see him play next season? Let us know in the comment section down below. Lewandowski keep on scoring for fun, man. Red wine. That brother is scoring for fun. BR Sport or BR Football. Robert Lewandowski now has 40 goals for club and country this season. 36 years old and still unstoppable. Red wine keep getting better and better. Chelsea got a gem. Chelsea got a gem, man. This kid, Estival William, look at that. I don't want to get copyrighted, but you got the point, right? This kid playing with Cole Palmer, and hopefully Chelsea can have a proper striker. Chelsea next season are going to be very, very top team. If they can sign some key experienced players in the group, they will be also unstoppable.